Welcome to the podcast. This is your host, Mr. Ish. We're at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, Cordea Clubhouse. And today is just a day for podcasting. Everybody wants to come to do a podcast. I got some old timers here, some young cadet girls, and just want to see what's on their mind. So from my left to my right, please introduce yourself. Let me know your name and your age.
Hi, my name is Allison and I'm 9 years old.
Hello, Allison.
Hi, my name is Juleni. I'm 9 years old.
Juleni, 9 years old. Talk too fast.
Hello, my name is Savaya and I am 8.
Ooh, Savaya, 8. Favorite number. What's going on, guys? What's on your mind? What you want to talk about?
We'll talk about what our favorite color is.
It's not really that interesting.
Well, our favorite song is.
What's your favorite song right now?
My favorite song is Kiki.
Kiki, Do You Love Me? Still?
Yep.
That's like 2 years old, sweetie. I'm going to have to go on YouTube and get some new stuff.
My favorite song is called Need Me by J.I.
Oh, I like that.
I don't have a favorite song. I do have a favorite song.
My favorite song is Tongue Tied from Youngblood Blackberry Marshmallow.
I don't know what that is.
Marshmallow.
But it's a very...
I'm going to tell you my daughter's favorite song. One of them likes Senorita. That's Liana. Wow. And then my baby, Isabella, she likes Old Town Road, but she likes the remix, the one with the little kid that goes, Eehaw! And if he doesn't do Eehaw, she doesn't want to hear the song. Because she likes when the little kid says that he's on his scooter or something like that. And that's the only part that she likes. So that's the only song that I know right now. And I listen a lot to Kids Bop.
What?
Wow.
Kids Bop in my car all
like
day long.
Okay.
I mean, believe me, I don't like it, but I'm in the van with the family.
What's your favorite breakfast?
I don't know.
You know what my favorite breakfast is? Air. Air.
Air?
Yep. I like to breathe. That's
My favorite breakfast is pancakes with caramel coffee.
Oh, mine is sandwiches.
Sandwiches? Like
I like
early in the
caramel
morning?
coffee.
No,
All right, guys. Let's get to some serious topics. We can't do a podcast about colors and what's your favorite breakfast. There's a lot of things on the table. There's a lot of things going on in the world. There has to be something that you guys want to talk about that's juicy. Something that
I know what you're thinking.
Well, let's start again. Look, we have for those that don't know, we have 40 different states listening to our podcast. 40 different states. That means that people are listening to us, in let's say in North Carolina, in Florida, in Texas, in Chicago, in California. Shout outs to Alaska. I have friends in Alaska now that are listening to us. Yeah, Alaska, where it's cold. So they're listening to us. So that's the first thing. We have 40 different states. Okay? Now that we have 40 states, we have 44 different countries. So people are listening to us in Israel. People are listening to us in Australia. People are listening to us in Japan, in Santo Domingo, Puerto Rico, in Jamaica. There's all these different countries, in France, in Germany. So we have to come up with topics that are interesting to the masses, to a lot of people. People don't care what color is your favorite color. Let's keep it real. And here, I try to keep it real with y'all. So we need to come up with some topics that are interesting.
I think I know one.
Okay, well, let's start this over and let's come up with something that's interesting, please.
I think we should talk about everyone's culture and like where we're from and like our traditions.
Beautiful. Let's start there. I can start. I'm Puerto Rican. It's totally different than the culture that my kids are, because my kids are Puerto Rican and Polish. So they have different things, different foods, different language. So it's a little shocking, but at the same time, it's pretty nice because now my daughters are learning how to speak English, Spanish, and Polish. So hopefully we'll continue with this and they'll learn 3 different languages just because our cultures are now mixed. So that'll be kind of cool. What about you?
I'm from Dominican Republic.
Santo Domingo, make some noise. Okay, I'm sorry. I just have to do
What
that.
was that?
And
Air
that's
horn.
my air horns for Santo Domingo.
Yep.
Go ahead. Are both parents from Santo Domingo?
No. Well, yeah.
Okay.
But my mom, she's from Dominican Republic and from Venezuela.
Okay. Well, she can't be from both.
Well,
She gotta be from one.
She's just from Venezuela.
She's from Venezuela. Okay. So then your dad is Dominican? Okay.
and our whole family is from Dominican Republic.
Okay.
And
So that's good. So you have a mixed culture. It is still Latin American. So you probably know Spanish and English and all that stuff.
half of my family only knows Spanish, and half of my family knows both, and then the other half only knows English.
Okay, so that you have three halves, which doesn't work. A third maybe knows English, a third knows Spanish, and a third knows both. That's just a little math equation. What about you?
Santo Domingo.
Santo Domingo makes some noise. I can't use the same one. You see, I got an alternate. I got something different.
Hey,
All right. You see, I'm up on this.
That's what's up.
So,
Both of them, your dad
Yeah,
and your mom.
mhm.
Okay, so she's Dominican, but you were born here in America.
Yeah, I was born in
Okay.
Manhattan.
You were born in Manhattan. Okay, I live in Manhattan.
Wow.
So
Cool.
tell me something about your culture that we could tell somebody that doesn't know too many Dominican, people or can't really relate to that
So us Dominicans, we eat a lot of
of plantains.
food.
Plantains.
Plantains,
Plantains being one of them.
chicken,
food.
They ate a lot of
chuletas.
plantains. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's
and
it's pretty much similar to Puerto Ricans. I mean, we eat about the same. We
And
eat
a-
all that stuff.
Yeah,
And a
that's
bunch
true.
of avocados.
Oh, avocados the best.
That's-
Okay.
I know, right?
All right. Well, we gotta keep. Oh, somebody's calling me. Oh, sorry.
again.
That's my wife. I don't want to put her on blast. I don't want to put her on the podcast. Tell me something about you, about your culture. Where's your family from?
So my family is from. So my mom is from
What? Yeah.
America.
Okay. Your mom was born here. What about grandma or anybody else?
I forgot. My grandma.
You don't know where your grandma's
What
from?
about your dad?
Oh, she's America. Yeah, my grandma's America.
Okay, so you're American. Everybody's
yeah.
American. Okay, so you're American. I mean, is there anything cultural that we should know? Is there something that maybe somebody from another culture you could
To ease an audience.
tell somebody that they may not know about Americans? Besides that, we like to eat a lot. Everybody says that.
Everybody said that.
Yeah, everybody says that one.
No. There's a lot of pets. I like pets.
Oh, you like pets? All right,
They're so cute.
pets are cute. Pets are a big job.
I used to have 2 pets.
And
2
they
dogs.
save somebody. Like,
I have one
get
pet. I have a
trains.
cat.
I have a question for all you guys. What do you guys think about the Australia wildfires?
it is
Australia? Yeah, that's sad. My daughter was watching I think it was Discovery Network, and they were saying how many animals passed away,
Also,
and she was almost crying.
also on the
She
news,
was like, I can't believe
I
it's
heard
that
that the 14th case of the coronavirus was diagnosed.
the virus.
The
14th case where in America?
Mm-hmm. In the United States.
Yeah, I think some people got off of a ship that was in
Wait.
that was ported in Japan for about a couple of weeks, and a couple of them were infected.
And it's also
I know
Like-
what caused the
it's like the coronavirus is now spreading almost all over Earth.
Yeah, it's
And
like in Chinese. And
It started in
Manhattan.
China. It started in
Yeah.
China.
Yeah,
because there's this guy he was chopping a tree, and then he found the bird and it
Yeah.
was sick, and then he decided to cut it and then cook it and then sell it to other people. And then
Because
it was,
most
it was a
Chinese
market.
people like eat dogs and cats and things.
They eat a lot
And,
of
like-
things. They
Like
eat,
some of those animals have like probably like a disease or
they have
like they're-
different. Yeah, they could have different things
So
in the
they
body.
got-
and some
All right, let's talk one at a time. Yeah.
You
one
gotta be careful.
And one of the other causes is because they also eat a bunch of bats.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard that it's being spread through some of the foods, and I know that bats was mentioned. I don't know too much about this virus. I do see it on TV every
Me
once in a
too.
while.
Too.
It's crazy all the stuff that's going on, but
Yeah.
I'm really glued to what's going on in politics right now with Donald Trump and
Hey,
the Senate and all that stuff. So
do you know the Puerto Rico earthquakes?
yeah, there's been a
Yeah,
lot.
that's big.
There's been a lot. I think there was one like 2 weeks ago, a week
One,
ago.
I saw
there's another
the Dominican news, and there was like I think it was Dominican. I think it was New South. I don't remember, but it was this woman talking about like the when one of the earthquakes occurred, like her house and everything was destroyed, and also her car, and like there was a white truck behind her, and her car was all there was inside of the truck, destroyed, like
Yeah.
literally.
Well,
like,
well, there's a lot of
over.
things in Puerto Rico. The houses are built a little different, so people have like almost like a drive, not a where they could drive under the house and put their car there, like a drive port, almost like a garage. So that's just the way the houses are built. They're built high, so people could park their cars under. And unfortunately, when there's these earthquakes and stuff like that, the structures are not very well built, and they fall or they crack, and then the car's under. So there goes your house and your car. So that happens a lot, especially there.
Yeah.
It's sad. I mean, these natural disasters are very sad. The forest fires, the earthquakes, the storms, the flooding. All this
The
is
flooding.
stuff that you see on in movies, and now it's happening for real. So it's really, really sad.
I think we could talk about
It's
a new
bad.
topic. Let's talk about Black History Month since it's February.
Yeah,
It's
let's
Black
do it.
History
Black
Yeah, that's
History
good.
Month.
That's good.
What do
Alright.
people mostly do in Black History Month?
They celebrate about like Black people from the past and like what they've done for the civil rights.
They sing a song.
Also,
They sing a song? You
like
know a song?
some
Yeah,
people
I-
like
I'm-
Martin Luther.
What song you know about it?
I'm just learning a song.
You learning in school? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know any song that's tied to Black History Month. But that'll be cool if you could find information.
Yeah, we're
for me.
doing a show
I-
on Black History.
History Month?
Yeah.
Like kind of it's like hip hop or something like that.
I mean, they might spice it up and make it a little fun so you guys can learn it. But Black History Month is just
It's
a
to
month
celebrate.
where we could celebrate, where we could learn.
Celebrate many other
We could learn
people.
about the culture, the Black History Month. We could
Rosa
learn
Parks,
about Rosa
Ruby
Parks, all
Bridges,
different people that
Martin
played a
Luther
big
King.
role in either civil rights and music, in there's a lot of things. I mean, inventions, a whole bunch of stuff like that. So I'll challenge each one of you to come up with something that maybe you didn't know. And maybe we could continue another podcast at another time and talk about something. But I just had some boys on here, and they came in here with facts. Like each one said something that I never heard of ever. So it's
what?
good. It's good that the schools are actually teaching you stuff. But you guys spend a lot of time on YouTube and doing all that stuff on your own. So research it on your own. Be
Mr.
like
Jones,
be like
I read
who's the first person to
Ruby
do a
Bridges
to do a
book.
to do a podcast. Like
I read
look for
Ruby
it.
Bridges' book, and when she started going to school in a white school, like when she on her first day, everyone like all the white people like were around her, like just yelling at her, just threatening her, like just like showing her guns, like they were gonna kill her, and also. She was the only. She was alone in her class, and every time she would walk in, there would be white people like, "Hey, don't let her in. She's black," and like they would even hit her, and she was
Yeah,
just a
that's
sad.
child.
Yeah, that's sad.
But
I
then
think
she
we have that
protested and
cooking
protested
on our brain.
until they were fair, and then that's the same thing Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and everyone else that like helps us right now. Like it's not just black people, like all the other races.
I say it's black, brown, is everybody.
Can I say something?
If
Of course.
you're not white, you won't be accepted, but that's okay because you have to be yourself, and that's what matters.
Wait, but it's not fair. If there's a white school and a black no offense, not to be
Well,
racist.
let's say black. Let's eliminate that and just say African American.
African American people should be treated like white people because it's not fair, and that's disrespectful. And if the white were African American, they wouldn't know how it would be treated, and they wouldn't like it.
That's actually true.
Very
One
true.
time this
Wait,
girl,
let her talk.
She has a story. Hold on a second. Go ahead, baby.
So, right, Martin Luther King
Mhm.
for black people.
For equal rights, yes. Really for all. I mean, it wasn't just African American. He just fought for equal rights, which was in a big
So-
umbrella. It includes Spanish people or anybody for equal rights for anybody.
Yeah, And you know the girl, I don't remember her name, but the bus driver told her to not give her seat to anybody.
Oh, Rosa
But
Parks?
the bus driver said,
To sit in the back of the bus.
"No, give this old man your seat." But he told her to not give her seat to anybody.
Yeah, I think you might be confusing two stories, but I kind of get what your point is. I'm glad that we don't have to go through that as much. We do go through racism as it is, somewhat. I'm glad that we don't have to go through segregation of schools. There's no segregation in the sense that
'Cause all
you
kids
could
need
only
to
go
learn.
you could only go to this bathroom because you're white, this bathroom because you're colored or African American or brown or whatever. I'm glad that those parts of it are gone, but we're still working on it. There's still people that hate people
We're still
from the skin of their color. Yeah. There's still
Oh, yeah,
there's
and-
still people that hate, people that are brown. There's still people that hate, other nationalities, and
I
there's
think
there's a little bit of
I
that
have
still.
another topic.
There's still a little bit of that.
Okay, yeah. So when I read this book, and it was like a African American little girl. She was on a bus, and then she was not on the bus. Well, yeah, she was. And then she sat down, and then she was a little girl, not Rosa Parks. Anyways, she a white person came to her and said go to the back of a bus, and then she said no, and then the bus driver said it, and then she also said no. So then the bus driver said, if you don't get up, you have to get out the bus. And then she still didn't get up. And then a white person grabbed her and threw her out on the streets, closed the door, and she was like in the middle of the street. And the bus driver didn't see her, and he ran over her,
Ugh,
and then she passed away.
wow.
Oh, that's
This
so
is based on
sad.
this is a true story. This is like real time, or
Yeah.
wow, that's sad. Anytime there's a loss of life, especially a young child that was not doing anything bad, is a sad thing.
And her mom didn't even know until the police found her body and then did a little research.
Wow, sad story. Yeah, let's end this on a good note. What you got?
I think I should just send a note to everyone, like, be yourself. No, like, don't care about what people say to you. If someone bullies you, laugh at it, because you're supposed to know that you're actually not that thing. For example, if I call Allison like a very rude thing, she shouldn't care because she's herself and she's gonna know that.
But also,
But I-
we have I'm going to cut you off real quick. We have a policy here in the Kids Bay Boys and Girls Club, and I'm pretty sure through all the Boys and Girls Clubs throughout the nation, is that we don't tolerate bullying. And bullying, that we've spoken to many, many kids about it. Sometimes they don't know what they're doing. Sometimes they do. But we need to make sure, especially in these buildings and in these programs, the Boys and Girls Clubs, throughout the nation,
And this
that
is
we
a
make sure that
privilege.
when we open these doors, that you guys feel safe, that you guys feel like you can speak to any staff member here, that we can help you speak to your parent if
Mr.
necessary.
Ish.
It's really important that
Can
you
I say
guys know
something,
that.
please?
What's up?
So also, and other things, we, if this is self, like, for example, you don't think you belong and you just start doing really bad things. For example, I saw this movie, right? Brianna told me about it and I watched it and I actually didn't believe it at all. So this girl, she was a nerd and she didn't like it and she wanted to be with everyone else. And also, like, she started following these girls which were doing really bad things, and she started going to parties with her mom, asking her mom, and there's something actually that I cannot talk about because it's way too inappropriate. And also because
All right, where's the story going?
so
I don't know where the story is going. This is what I learned from your story. I'll cut you off right now. This is what I learned from your story. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. That's what I learned from that. If you associate yourself and you put yourself in the place where you're hanging out with the wrong people, even if you're not doing the wrong thing, people are gonna assume that you are, because the people that you hang out with, that's the people that they associate you with. So if you hanging out with people that are doing bad things in the corner of the street, and even though you're hanging out with them every day, but you're not doing it, guess what? When something happens, they're gonna think that you did it with them. So find out who your friends. Make sure you associate with the right people because you don't want to be linked to something that you're not doing.
And
so I'm gonna end with her because we have to pretty much go home in a couple of minutes. So let's go with your last story. What you got?
So
Come on, you gotta be ready, baby. When I kick it to you,
Yeah,
you gotta be
so-
ready.
right. So I heard a story, right?
Okay, you read a story, you heard a story from where you heard this from.
I read a story, right?
Okay, let's go to it.
So it was a girl, right? And she was walking. She got kidnapped by somebody, like
Somebody took her.
The person was
Yes.
unknown. There was no
Yes.
name applied.
there was like I don't know. There's no names, but yeah. So
All right, give me the brief on this story because we gotta go.
she
So she was
So-
kidnapped. Somebody abducted her. What happened?
yeah. So the man took her to the house, and the man started spitting on her hair
Yeah.
and
Disgusting.
start doing stuff to her.
Okay, where's the story going? Go ahead.
And
What happened?
she
She escaped.
yes.
Okay, then she told her parents.
No, she didn't have no parents. Wait, because she couldn't.
She was an orphan.
Orphan.
Orphan is like your parents.
That they
Like-
don't have no parents. The parents are dead for whatever reason.
Yeah,
and you go to
so-
an orphanage.
So she ran to the cops and
Or you're
told them.
homeless.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I thought we were gonna end in a lighter note, but thank you, girls, for doing the podcast. Our time's up. I'm sorry.
You're
I don't like to
welcome.
end it on anybody, but we had a little decent conversation about
I
Black
know.
History Month. It was definitely interesting what you guys know and what you'll think. If you have more information, come up with some facts and all that, and we could do another podcast about
Goodbye, everyone.
Wait, can I say
it. Say your goodbyes. And everybody say their goodbyes. We can't stay on forever.
Goodbye.
Alrighty.
Be yourself.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check.
Daddy Did Podcast.